Welcome to Reporter 247 channel. Emmanuel Macron is currently facing a significant domestic challenge during his second term as French president. The recent police shooting of a teenager of Algerian origin during a traffic stop has sparked multiple nights of urban unrest. In response, Macron has announced crisis funding to aid in the reconstruction of burned-out buildings and public services. However, underlying divisions within French society and the political landscape remain unresolved. The unrest has seen clashes between police and teenagers as young as 13 across the country. Numerous public buildings have been set on fire. Over 5,000 cars have been burned. Approximately 3,400 people have been arrested. Schools have been damaged. Post offices have been attacked. Fires have been started. And shops have been looted, resulting in an estimated €1 billion in damages to businesses. More than 800 police officers have been injured, and impoverished neighborhoods have suffered the loss of key buildings such as public libraries and community centers. Macron now faces several challenges, including a tarnished national image. With deep mistrust of politics prevailing, a series of crises, including the 2018-2019 Gilets Jaunes protests and the recent demonstrations against raising the pension age, have eroded public confidence. These challenges have also impacted Macron's diplomatic agenda, leading to early returns from international events and postponed state visits. Divisions within French politics have become more entrenched since Macron's centrist grouping lost its majority in the 2022 legislative elections. The government now faces limitations in passing legislation and struggles to gain support from right-wing allies. Marine Le Pen, the far-right leader and head of the largest opposition party, the National Rally, sees the urban unrest as an opportunity to win over voters by highlighting the perceived savagery and insecurity in towns and cities. During a meeting with mayors who had experienced violence, Macron heard differing perspectives that reflected deep political divisions. Right-leaning mayors called for greater authority, policing, and firm measures, while those on the left pointed out the failure to address segregation, ghettoization, discrimination, educational inequality, and housing policies that concentrate poverty in disadvantaged areas. The previous urban renewal programs, involving the demolition and rebuilding of certain tower blocks, were deemed inadequate in addressing the underlying social issues. Macron's immediate priority is to restore lasting order, with nightly patrols of over 45,000 police officers in the estates that have not yet completely calmed down. However, the challenge lies in finding policy solutions for French housing estates. Macron initially focused on entrepreneurship and liberalizing the economy to combat persistent inequality. However, residents of these estates argue that segregation and discrimination have worsened in recent years. Macron had previously viewed Marseille as a testing ground for improving life and education in tough estates, but now he must consider a broader approach. Although he has reduced class sizes in primary schools in deprived areas, mayors assert that France's education system remains one of the most unequal globally. Structural responses are needed to address these deep-rooted problems, but their effects will likely be seen in the long term. In the short term, the priority is to restore calm. Rights groups are urging the government to address the issues of racism and discrimination in law enforcement highlighted by the UN Human Rights Office spokesperson. However, the government maintains that the incident was an isolated case of an officer not following protocol and denies any systemic or institutional problem within the police force. Macron faces the challenge of formulating policies to address segregation in housing estates, a complex task requiring careful consideration. Sociologist Olivier Galland argues that structural responses are necessary but will take time to yield results. In the short term, the primary objective is to restore calm. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the latest news. Goodbye.